guys, welcome. Well, I'm very excited about this trip. We had the Breede for 2 days and yeah, I couldn't sleep last night. I'm so excited, I'm like a kid. I love this place. I love fishing for spotted grunters, and we'll maybe fish for a cob as well when the tide is pushing. But yeah, I just want to show you and give you a few tips on how to target these fish. Now, first of all, they're very skittish, they're very sensitive, almost like a steenbras. You're going to fish for them with really light tackle. I'm fishing 12-pound braid with 7-foot rods, and I'm not using fluorocarbon, but you can. That's maybe a better option. But for me, I don't think it's that important, because where you fish for them, it's normally like murky water. You fish for them on the prawn flats, on the mud banks, and normally the water is quite dirty. So I'm just fishing normal Suffix 4 kg line, and I'm going to use about a meter hook snoot. Now, I prefer circle hooks. I like the Gamakatsu circle and the Mustad Demon circle, and there's some guys that prefer J hooks, so it doesn't really matter, it's just what you're comfortable with. These hooks have never let me down, so I just prefer them. My thinking is, it's almost like a steenbras, so the grunter is going to suck in the prawn, it's going to be in his mouth, and normally you hook them right in the corner. So when you're fishing with circle hooks, you're supposed to snell the circle hook, put it in from the front end, and just wrap it a few times, maybe 5, 6, 7, whatever, and put it back through the back of the hole towards the point of the hook, so it ends up looking like that. Now we're going to attach a small swivel. So the swivel I prefer is a size 6. You can go smaller, you can go heavier, same with the line and the hooks. I'm just showing you what I do. So I'm going to do figure 8 knot here, so now you've got a little swivel, about a meter long, 4 kg monofilament, all fluorocarbon with a size 4 Gamakatsu circle. I'm going to use a small sinker, it's about a ½ ounce, but you can use it just like this. If you can stand on the opposite side of the current, you can like throw it into the current. You can maybe walk along the shore here, and you know, that also works. Like I said, lighter is better, but I'm going to use a small sinker, and just going to put it here on the banks, and I'll come to that later, where to put your bait. Okay, so now I'm going to take my leader that's coming from a rod. I'm going to put in a small ½ ounce little ball sinker, slide it in. You can put a bead onto it as well. I'm just going to use it like this, and put the swivel on. Okay, so there it is, guys. There's my little ball sinker, my meter hook snoot, and yeah, it's going to be nice and light, nice and sensitive. It's just going to slide through when the grunter picks it up. It's going to run, and yeah, that's how I target my grunters. Okay, so this is my grunter setup. It's a Assassin Edge heavy. You can use the medium, you can use any 7-foot rod. I've got the Shimano Sienna 2500 on here with 12-pound boss braid, and I just went through the leader and the hook snoot, the hook I'm using. So that I'll be throwing for grunters with bait. Then I've got a third setup. It's a Pen Slammer 4500 with a Penny Legions 7-foot medium heavy, and yeah, I've got 20-pound Cobra braid on here, and this is what I'll be using to throw some lures, and yeah, maybe hook a cobby. Will be interesting hooking a decent cobby on this rod. But yeah, I've seen some videos of pure fishing catching some decent fish with these rods, so I'll be glad to test it out. So about a week ago I saw a video of Xander Zuluk fishing. I'm quite a fan of Zuluk fishing and of Xander. He's like a mentor to me, and I learn a lot from him. I don't even know him, but I just learn a lot from him. And I saw a video of him fishing here at the Breede, throwing paddle tails, and I learned a lot from that video. So that's what I'm going to try this weekend as well. And yeah, hopefully I can get a copy like that. That'll be awesome. And yeah, catch a few grunters. I'm really excited. So yeah, let's get our baits in the water. So first of all, you're going to need some mud prawns, and basically it's the same way that you pump sand prawns, but you can also instead of pulling the pump, you can press it down and it blows out all the prawns. But I don't like it because it's messy and it's still kind of winter, so I don't want to get wet. Just going to show you what I do. There's one, there's a nice one. That's what we want, guys. Now that's what we're looking for. Okay, so the next step is how to rig your bait. Now I'm using mud prawns. So now what you want to do, like I said, I've got my little ball sinker here. You can use a smaller sinker, you can use no sink at all. Little swivel, about 1 meter hook snood of about 4 kg, really light. You can go lighter, and a small number 4 Kamagotchi circle, or any hook you prefer. Then all I'm going to do is just take its tail, spin it over like that, take a little hook and just stick it in both segments of the tail, so it's quite tough there. It's not going to rip through when you cast. Now the next step is where to cast, where to put your bait. So I'm not sure if you can see the split there, but the water on the outside is flowing faster, and it means that there's a channel, and it's deeper water. But the grunters come with the dropping tide, and they come onto these mud banks, and that's where we want to cast. So I'm just going to put my bait there. I'm going to cast. So yeah, I'm still on the mud bank. That's where they come and feed. I'm just going to walk side foot back. Now the other thing I like, just to show you in a small scale, these grass patches here. Normally on the outside, on the edges, there's bigger patches of grass, and well, they're about 30-40 centimeters, maybe half a meter high, so they're quite big patches. And I like to think that the grunters move up and down like next to it, coming into these channels here, and that's where I'll also put my bait. On. Yo, first throw was just busy pumping some prawns, and yeah, I'm on. First throw. Don't think it's too big. Ah, it's a nice grunter. Yep, and there it turns. It's a nice size. It's about 55 centimeters. Whoa. Oh, beautiful. So guys, I'm fishing here with a light tackle. Got 12-pound braid and like a 4 kg leader. Small hook, so I'm just fighting it carefully. Just take your time, otherwise you lose the fish and you go through all that trouble for nothing. So rather take your time, let's fight it slowly. Ooh. Berkeley, skeppie vis, hier kom hy. That looks like a nice fish. I think about 60. Ja. Ja. Alex 60. Ja. Is een mooi vis. Beautiful fish. Whoa. Okay guys, so be careful, don't put your fingers in the gills because that gill plate is so sharp, like knives. So yeah, let's get it out. So yeah guys, there's the first grunter. I think it's about 60 centimeters, beautiful grunter. We're gonna keep this one because we're camping. We're gonna have some fish. This is the only time I love eating fish. It's next to the sea, next to the river. Yeah, beautiful fish. on here with another grunter. Okay, I'm on with another grunter. Still quite far out. No, not too far. Yeah guys, a lot of fun when you know exactly when to target them. The first time I targeted grunter was in Gouritz River and we had no clue. We fish for grunter like we fish for galjoen, with 30-pound mono and short hook snoots, big hooks. I mean, it looks like a steenbras, so you would target them like that, but grunter you fish with really light tackle. Well, I got my sinker back. It's not too big. I just had my breakfast. I just saw my rod bending. I think this one is about 40 centimeters. I just play it nicely. Don't force it too much. It will come. Just talked about making some fish burgers. Oh, I saw them tailing a lot. Just couldn't understand why they're not taking my bait. Oh, it's a nice grunter. Circle hook in the corner. Okay, there's another grunter. It's 53 centimeters. The legal size is 40 centimeters you're allowed for, and we want to make some fish burgers today. So we're gonna keep him, we're gonna fry him up and make a lekker burger. But yeah, beautiful grunter.